All right, today we're diving into something a little unsettling. It's this theory that started out as, a fringe idea, but it's quickly becoming a really uncomfortable reality for pretty much anyone online. We're going to explore why the internet you think you know might actually be a ghost town.
You ever get that feeling? You post something you're actually proud of, maybe a really thoughtful comment or a piece of content you worked hard on, and it's just crickets. It feels like you're just shouting into this giant, empty digital space. Like the lights are on, but nobody's home.
Well, guess what? You're not just imagining it. That feeling is real. The internet is going through this massive, fundamental shift right now, and all the evidence is pointing to one thing. It's getting a whole lot lonelier and a whole lot weirder.
Okay, so let's start with just that general vibe, that feeling that something online is just off, right? It's a sense that's been creeping up on us for a few years, but now we actually have the pictures to prove it.
So have you seen this? Meet Shrimp Jesus. Yeah, you heard that right. Back in 2024, these totally bizarre AI-generated images just exploded on Facebook. And the weirdest part, thousands of bot accounts were all commenting amen. This is the perfect example of what people are calling AI slop. It's literally content made by bots for other bots, and we're just the confused humans watching from the sidelines. It's nonsensical, it's strange, and it's a huge red flag for a much, much bigger problem. And this whole phenomenon, this is the heart of what's called the dead internet theory. It's wild. It started as a simple forum post back in 2021, but it's turned out to be scarily accurate. The basic idea is that real, organic human interaction is just being drowned out. We're wading through this massive sea of bots and automated content, and it's completely changing the very nature of what the internet even is. But look, this is way more than just a weird feeling or a few funny pictures of shrimp. Now we're going to get into the numbers. And honestly, the data is what makes this theory absolutely impossible to ignore.
Okay, look at this number, 51%. This is a massive historic tipping point. For the very first time in history, more than half of all internet traffic is not human. Just let that sink in for a second. The majority of everything happening on the web right now is automated.
So let's break that 51% down. You can see we've got our 49% of human traffic over here. And on the bot side, well, only about 12% are what we'd call good bots. The ones that help search engines work. But a whopping 39%, that's bad bots. We're talking scrapers, spammers, all kinds of malicious stuff.
And here's the really crucial part. This isn't just a story about bots increasing. It's a human story, too. Because while bot traffic is exploding, actual human traffic is going down. It dropped 5% in just one quarter last year. So the robots are multiplying, and real people are logging off.
So who are these new digital squatters anyway? Well, they're not the simple, dumb bots we used to know. Nope. There's a whole new, much more sophisticated generation of AI agents, and they are the ones leading this takeover.
The whole game has changed when it comes to what these bots are doing. See, we used to worry about what were called training scrapers. Their job was just to vacuum up massive amounts of data to train AI models. But now the big players are these RAG bots. RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. And these are the bots that AI assistants, like ChatGPT, use to go out and grab real-time info when you ask them a question.
And you can see that shift in black and white, right here in the numbers. In just the second half of last year, traffic from those RAG bots shot up 33%. And the AI search indexers that feed them information, they grew by almost 60%. At the same time, the old-school training scrapers, their activity actually dropped. So we've moved past just training AI, we're now using AI to browse the web for us. This quote from Olivia Joslin at Tolbit, they're a firm that actually tracks AI traffic, it just hits the nail on the head. She says, ultimately, AI will become the primary reader of the internet. Think about that. The internet is quickly turning into a place that's built for AIs to read, not for people. The main audience for what you put online might soon be a machine.
So, what happens when your main audience is a robot? What are the consequences? Well, they're already here, and they're hitting everyone. Publishers, businesses, and yeah, you and me. Anyone who just wants to find reliable info online.
I mean, if you run a website, this is an absolute nightmare. Your analytics, the very tools you use to make business decisions, they get totally polluted. The bot traffic makes your session counts look great, so it looks like you're growing, but it's hiding what your real audience is doing.
It completely crushes your engagement rate because bots just show up and leave immediately. And it can even create fake leads, which completely messes up your ROI and makes it impossible to know what's actually working. And the damage is spreading everywhere. For publishers, the traffic they used to get from AI tools has just cratered. Why? Because the AI gives you the answer directly. It doesn't bother sending you to the original source. For businesses, they're dealing with a huge spike in cyber attacks from these new, smarter, bad bots. And for the rest of us, we're just trying to get by in this digital world where, seriously, it's a coin toss whether you can even spot if something was written by a human or not.
Okay, I know this all sounds pretty bleak, but it's not the end of the story, I promise. The key here isn't trying to fight an army of bots head-on. That's a losing battle. The real strategy is to adapt and to figure out where the real humans are going.
And this right here is the single most important strategic shift you need to understand. As the public open web gets noisier and more chaotic and just filled with bots, people are looking for a safe haven. They're retreating into smaller, more private digital spaces. We're talking newsletters, podcasts, niche communities, places where they can find real connection. So what does that mean for us? It means we got to double down on the channels that are all about genuine connection. Email marketing, for example. It gives you a direct line right into a real person's inbox. Podcasts, they command focused attention in a way that almost nothing else does. Short-form video, when it's authentic, is really hard to fake, at least for now. And get this, even print is making a huge comeback. Why? Because it's the one channel that is 100% bot-proof.
So the new playbook for this new internet is actually pretty simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Step 1, prioritize authenticity. Your actual human voice, your personality, that's your biggest differentiator now. Step 2, build a real community. Stop just broadcasting at people and create spaces where they can actually belong and connect. And finally, number 3, integrate the digital and the physical. Use something like print to build that rock-solid trust, and then use digital to drive action.
Because at the end of the day, this whole dead internet thing, it's not really about technology, is it? It's about what we value. In a world full of these digital ghosts, the real premium is on genuine human connection, on authenticity, on trust, on having a real conversation. That's what's becoming so rare and so valuable. And I guess the challenge for all of us now is, how do we become the signal in all that noise?
Subscribe and visit trueintel.ai for more insights.